So we're still in the Johnston Creek area. There's beautiful, just wanted to show you the beautiful snow-capped mountains which have disappeared today. But on the other side of the road, they got snow up top last night.
So this is how we ended the last video. Boy, this weather is fun, and yes, it snowed. We are on our way to the Icefields Parkway and Jasper.
I want to see if I can get some of the snow in here.
We know there are huge snow-covered mountains out there somewhere. We just can't see them. We had this exact same thing happen in Rocky Mountain National Park many years ago, so this brings back fond memories. We know they're here somewhere.
Holy moly. So do the mountains on the rig and the mountains here on the Icefields Parkway match? Not too bad. We stopped at a pull-off here. It finally stopped snowing. Different viewpoint of the falls. Boy, it's huge. Hey, who's running over here? Hey, bub. Hi. I keep telling Corinne, look in your side mirror, look in your side mirror. It's kind of like our rear view mirror. And that's the kind of views you can get. And then there's the view out front. And then there's the view out the side. Absolutely incredible all around us out here.
We pulled out of this turnoff and continued north. As we drive north through Alberta and British Columbia up into the Yukon and obviously Alaska, I'm going to throw in some of the driving video so that we can remember what it looked like. And our biggest saying so far has been, every time you turn a corner, you get a different view. And that certainly hasn't changed yet. And we get to see our first Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep. Hopefully we'll see many more of those. So we're heading into the middle section of the parkway, an area known as the Columbia Icefields. It's basically a giant conglomeration of ice sitting up in a valley between 12 huge peaks, all of which reach either 11,000 or 12,000 feet in height. And we'll learn more about the glaciers as we get up here, but there are 6 major glaciers and 6 nice rivers that flow out of this area to all 3 of the oceans, which is kind of cool. And we'll get a chance to walk close to the toe of Athabasca Glacier, that's hard for me to say, which is the only one you can walk to in the area out of all of these that we see. So let's get out and have some fun.
We'll do a little 360 video that will include quite a few glaciers. Huge tour center over here. Absolutely incredible. Worth the 30-second tour. Zoom in on those glaciers. And then on this huge glacier over here. It's so bright, I can hardly see it.
There are people up on the glacier down in the bottom left here. You can take these huge ice exploring vehicles up and get a good view, and you can walk on the glacier. We chose not to with Brinkley back in the rig.
And then it's snowing like crazy over on this one over here. And of course, when we get back to the van, who's watching? Hi, big guy. All right, we are starting our walk on the Columbia Icefields to the toe of a glacier that I cannot pronounce, but we'll get it in here. We'll get my horrible pronunciation. It has receded this whole way, and the toe of the glaciers on the other side here, but there are a couple of glaciers right there that we can see. Okay, yes, the video's gonna hear me breathing. Holy cow. Yeah, we're parked way down there, and then there's the huge visitor center.
I was feeling a little disgusted with myself with my heavy breathing on this walk, but later I figured out that the toe of the glacier is at about 7,500 feet of elevation. And I live at about 1,000 feet, so yes, I'm trying to justify it, but I didn't feel too bad.
Is it time for Brinkley to get a treat?
Hi, would you like some apple and peanut butter?
There are a lot of places he can't go, but he sleeps so nicely back in the rig, and we know he's comfortable, but hey, we have to spoil him a little bit.
Wish you would chew it. Okay. There we go. I'm done.
Nice job, Brink. Just your average roadside pullout. Not much of a view. Absolutely spectacular.
So the Sunwapta River flows north along the Icefields Parkway for 20 or 30 miles before it finally joins up with the Athabasca River coming from the backside of this mountain range, and we will be camping along that tonight. Here we go, Jasper! That railroad next to us there was originally built in the early 1900s as part of the Cross Canada Railroad, and here it is. As predicted, Ace Hardware, I think it's called Ace, had to get some tools, as we talked about in the last video. Then we wanted to drive down Main Street, get to know the area a little bit. Like I said, it's a quaint little town. When we were in Banff a couple of days ago, it's just too ritzy for us. Didn't feel all that comfortable. We didn't even park. But here, we really wanted to get a chance to get out, walk around. It wasn't raining. It wasn't snowing. So we found a parking spot, walked around a little bit, got to pet a big fuzzy bear, and then look what we found in one of the shops. He is so adorable. We just had to go in and play for a little while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We had one in our neighborhood that would always sit out on the lawn when we would go for a walk, and he was huge and just a sweetheart. Do you smell Brinkley?
Huh?
Do you smell Brinkley?
Oh, you don't want to come to me? Okay, that's fine. You're a smart one.
I agree. I think.
Seem to have gotten over it now,
Are you
but
sweet? Are you a sweet girl? Are you a sweet girl? You are a sweet girl. Look at you. And I also know you have puppy teeth.
yes.
You also have those sharp little puppy
I've
teeth.
nicknamed
But
her
it's
Edward
interesting.
Razor blade teeth.
Oh, I know. It's like when they start trying to gnaw on your hands. Here, take this.
Yep. Divert.
Yeah, I would always carry bones in my back pocket because our dog here is a retired service dog,
Oh.
and we trained him.
Now that was fun. He was adorable. But it was time to head back out of town, get over to the campground, and do a little investigating, and then get dinner started.
Now this is my kind of campsite. Hey, look who else is exploring the new campsite. How's that for a view, huh? It's been snowing up top all day, so it doesn't surprise me to see clouds hovering up there. There's no wind, it's 48 degrees. No bugs. Wow. I'll take that. And a glacier-fed stream. What do you think, huh?
Good job. Nope, stay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Can you sit? There you go. Nice job. Hey, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Is it?
As a photo session goes on over here. What do you think, guys? Is this a pretty nice river walk?
That's gonna be the next tree though.
Yeah, that one's just kind of hanging by a root. There's some ice on the opposite shore. Corinne zoomed in on it and could see the ice. But as always, the colors of the water is just so incredible. The sun even came out, so we've got some shadows. Look what I just noticed on the back of the mountain behind our campground.
What is it? Helicopter?
It's a gondola. There's a big building up at the top there, and there's a chair going down, or a buggy, or I'm sorry, I can't remember what they're
It's a
called.
gondola.
Gondola. That's pretty cool. I knew they had one down in Banff. I didn't know they had one in Jasper. Dinner's almost ready.
Sky tram.
And now an hour later, the snow has arrived. And there's a gondola about to make it to the top. I can barely see it there. Pretty incredible how this weather changes.
Okay, I have since learned that we should have taken that gondola up to the top. Look at these views. There's our campsite, And there's downtown Jasper. Wow. Oh, we had a beautiful night. Dinner was fantastic. We slept great. The next morning, Corinne grabbed her coffee and her and Brinkley went for a nice walk down by the river. And look what they were able to see. As I watched the video here of us leaving Wapiti Campground just south of Jasper, I'm unfortunately reminded that exactly 1 month later this whole area burnt to the ground in a massive wildfire that ended up consuming over 100,000 acres. One person lost their life, a firefighter. Everybody was evacuated for almost a month. And of the over 1,000 structures in the Jasper area, over 350 of them were burned. Many of the historic places were saved, and the resorts were saved. The hardware store that we had visited the day before was burnt to the ground. It sure could have been worse, but these wildfires are getting really bad over here, and we will have a run-in with them as the videos progress here and as we head north. So for now, it's elk outside of Wapiti Campground. Had some beautiful views as we started north of Jasper, but I will leave you with some fun bear photos that we got. We had some fun with Brinkley and the rig, which you'll see in the next video, and some bumblebees on some wild rose, which you'll see in the upcoming videos. So it's off to the Alcan Highway we go.